Hey guys, today's video is going to be about Hannibal. Yes, Hannibal, the NBC television series. It is coming back in less than a week. It'll be 6 days and then a handful of hours as of the making of this video. It comes out June 4th on NBC at 9 Central. I don't know what time zone you're in, but yeah, first off, watch it. It's going to be great. Hopefully. Powers that be, please let it be good. Anyways. For the uninitiated, and I'm sure there are tons of you because this has been called repeatedly the best show on TV no one's watching. Could literally be their tagline. For the uninitiated, the series is not about Hannibal the Conqueror, it is about Hannibal Lecter, the cannibalistic serial killing psychiatrist. The series is inspired by Red Dragon, which is the first novel in the Lecterverse series by Thomas Harris. Came out in 1981. This is Thomas Harris. Worship him. And it's a really great book. And this year they're actually going to delve into the real Red Dragon story. The series, it's set pre-novels. It's set before Lecter's ever been caught. It's as he's actively killing and actively practicing psychiatry. Hannibal Lecter, you may not be even that familiar with Red Dragon, even though it's the most adapted of the novels. There was the film from 1986 called Manhunter, and then there is the 2002 version of Red Dragon called Red Dragon in the Anthony Hopkins franchise. But you may not be that familiar with Red Dragon, but you would definitely know the Oscar award-winning horror film The Silence of the Lambs, which basically changed the whole game. The series is set before the books, so it's when Lecter is actively killing and actively practicing psychiatry. And it also utilizes Will Graham from the book and the films. Will Graham is a special agent for the FBI. He kind of gets into his killer's heads. Like, the way he examines crime scenes, he actually views it from the perspective of the killer. And the series, it's not always, but in the first season and throughout most of the second season, it kind of fits an almost crime procedural formula in that there's like a killer of the week, and Will Graham has to go and help the behavioral science unit of the FBI, head by Jack Crawford, who's played by Lawrence Fishburne, and his team. Will Graham's played by Hugh Dancy, and they basically go and try and solve the case of the week, find the killer of the week. They're usually extremely inventive and ways that you haven't really seen much on network television, ways to kill people. It's a very violent show. It's the most violent show I've ever seen on network television, and it's actually more violent than most cable or even most pay-for cable shows. It's shocking how much they get away with on this show. Halfway through the first episode, we were introduced to Hannibal Lecter, who's played by my favorite actor, Mads Mikkelsen. I'm doing this video in a different view because I wanted to get my Hannibal wall. I've got a signed script that I won last year. That's a signed picture of Mads Mikkelsen. And up there, you see that? That is the Wound Man sketch by Hannibal Lecter. Yeah, the series is really amazing. I mean, it's not perfect because no TV show is perfect. And if you follow me on my Tumblr blog, which is Stark Assembled, you would know that I don't always love everything this show does, and I am critical. I've always been a critical fan, and I will sing its praises, and then I will throw it under the bus at the same time, because that's just what I do. That's how I consume media. I am a very aware consumer. And the reason why I like to talk about their flaws is that I want it to get better. I truly believe that shows and films and comics, etc., etc., they can get better. They can do better, and it'll be much better for it. Sometimes they do hear online criticism, and sometimes they don't. And sometimes they hear it, but they still choose to ignore it out of arrogance and a god complex or something. I'm kind of a controversial figure in the Hannibal fandom. I'm like that person that everyone loves to hate because I discuss the flaws that the show has as well as sing its praises. And Hannibal's a very sensitive fandom. I think it's because it's so small and it has such a grassroots kind of campaign that honestly NBC doesn't promote the show not nearly enough as it should, so that it kind of falls on the fandom, and we kind of have to promote the hell out of it. And I've done so since the very first episode. I actually dragged a few people to watch the premiere with me because I'm a big Hannibal Lecter fan, and that's the main reason why I tuned in. The show's always been very, very small, and even now it's got a bit of an underground kind of edge to it. Like this year at Comic-Con, I actually saw some more Hannibal merchandise than I've ever seen before. I saw a lot of Hannibal fan art, and I got some compliments on one of my Hannibal shirts that I wore. I was volunteering, and so I wore this Hannibal bracelet, and I had so many people grab my hand and be like, "Oh my god, I love that show," and so it was pretty cool. Finally, people were actually knowing what I was talking about. Which is definitely new because I live in New Orleans, and it's been kind of tricky to find people. It's not like I live in LA or New York or something where there's always a big conglomeration of nerd fandom. There are a lot of nerds here, but usually it's sci-fi. It's not that much horror, you know, which is surprising considering we live in New Orleans, which should definitely be like the horror capital of America at this point, considering how much, vampirism, voodoo, interesting to see. And basically I wanted to make this video to try to get people interested in seeing the show. And I plan on making video reviews. I'm going to try to make video reviews every week as this third season goes on. Sometimes I may not because life is stressful and I do have a job and I keep trying to make videos, but it takes me a while to edit because I'm still learning the ropes. But I am going to try and make more videos this year, and I wanted to kind of spread the word, get it out. I want people to watch it. Now here's how you can watch the show. You have 6 days, probably a little bit less than 6 days depending on when I can get this video out, to watch the show. It's doable. There's only 26 episodes of the series, and here's the ways you can do it. If you have an Amazon Prime account, both seasons of Hannibal are on there. I mean it, for free. Now, with Amazon Prime, you can actually get a 30-day free trial, and you can watch it all. It'll take you less than 30 days. If you have Netflix, and you're in America, and then you're going to be like, Ash, what are you talking about? Hannibal isn't on Netflix. Yes, it is. It's on Canadian Netflix. Now, in order to access Canadian Netflix, you do have to be a subscriber to Netflix, okay? Get Google Chrome. That better be your browser, because what the fuck else are you using? Get Google Chrome and use the internet app Hola Better Internet, HOLA, okay? Install it, click the little button once it installs, so set your country to Canada, then log into Netflix. You are now on Canadian Netflix. Type up Hannibal, boom, it'll pop up. You've got both seasons. Now, if you have seen the show and you're an international viewer and you want to watch as close to live as you can, but still help with ratings, download the Hola Better Internet app. It's a very helpful app. I use it all the time. Download it. Wait about a day, between 12 to 24 hours after the episode airs in America, okay? Go to NBC.com using the Hola Better Internet app set to United States, okay? Go there, type up Hannibal, and the episode should premiere. They post every episode on their website within the next 12 to 24 hours it airs, okay? Hulu does the same thing, but it's actually really important to go to NBC's website because you're directly telling them through web traffic that you really are interested in the show. So watch it on NBC.com, and you're not going to get the whole season. You're going to get, they have a limit of 3 episodes at a time. It'll be the 3 most recent episodes. Right now they have the last 3 episodes of season 2, okay? So they're going to do that with season 3. It's going to be like the last 2 episodes of season 2 and the first episode of season 3 and vice versa. That's how it's going to work. It's just going to go like that. You can do that. You can keep up steady that way. You can go through Hulu You can also buy a season pass on Hulu. That way you'll be able to watch every single episode. I think it's about $25. You can do the same thing on Amazon. You can buy the episodes directly, instantaneously in HD through Amazon. Do not download the show. Don't do it. In fact, both of the DVDs and the Blu-rays, they're always on sale because, again, no one watches the fucking show. It's really cheap. You can get it for very, very, very cheap. I almost always see this on sale, even at like big box stores like Walmart. It's never more than $20. All in all, it's a good show. I think you should watch it. I don't recommend it for everybody though. If you're very queasy about gore, it might not be for you because it is an extremely violent show. And yeah, it's definitely the best show no one's watching because no one is watching the show. I think we average around like 3.5 million views an episode. It is awful for network television, but I'm hoping that it'll be better because with a summer schedule, there's nothing else on, and we've got a new lead-in this year, Aquarius, which just premiered last night, and I ended up really enjoying it. It's about Charles Manson, and it stars David Duchovny. Check that show out. You've got a nice 2-hour block of good horror crime shows. One's true crime and one's complete and total fantasy. But all in all, it's going to be a really fun year, and I hope to make video reviews and talk with you guys. Like, subscribe if you like this video, and in the comments you can leave me suggestions on what videos you want to see in the future, maybe certain things you'd want me to talk about in regards to Hannibal. It's all up to you. But yeah, happy watching.